Welcome back to another week of bouldering here in Seoul. This week I went to two different gyms. I returned to the first gym I ever bouldered in, and I went to a new gym, Allez. It was Chuseok holiday in Seoul, so the gyms were quite busy. It seemed like the climbing community really filled up the gyms during holiday. And if you trace back all the way to my first week of bouldering, this is the gym where I learned how to boulder in Seoul. And it is Sonsangwon in Gangnam. There's often a lot of dynamic movements in this gym. And I guess that's why I do a lot of dynamic movements, because that's pretty much how I learned. I learned how to boulder doing these type of movements, and these type of movements really intrigued me, so I'm always excited to hop on some dynamic problems in the gym. And luckily here in Seoul, it's a popular style. In most of the gyms here, if not all the gyms here, you'll see plenty of dynamic movements. And there are some dynamic movements I cannot do. I like tracking my progress. And I was doing some brown problems. Brown problem is the second to last hardest level in this gym. There is pink problem above that, which I've never really attempted because I still struggle a little bit with brown ones. So I don't see the point in trying a pink problem. I used to struggle with the gray problems here, but now I seem to do them much easier. And it's amazing to see the growth, because when I first came to this gym, I remember it was a struggle even doing the blues. And blue is like a really easy level. And now I don't even warm up on blues. I warm up on reds or blacks. So just to see how far I've come in 7 months has been amazing. The way I fell on this problem, actually, I pretty much stumbled all the way to the wall. It was pretty funny, but also kind of dangerous. This is another brown problem. I attempted this one plenty of times, to the point where people were witnessing me trying to complete it. So they were cheering for me to get this done. And then the next gym I went to was Allez, and this was in Gangdong, which is pretty far away from where I am. It actually took a little bit of time to get there. But once I arrived, I was so impressed by kind of how they market themselves. They have this bunny character, which I found really cool. And it adds this real cool theme to the gym. The gym is also very, very clean, just like many gyms in Seoul. And once I walked in, I was just really excited. I was excited to tackle some problems. Even the sitting area is cool. You see they have the character pasted throughout the gym. And they even have some gym equipment here, some normal gym equipment. I only see that in very few gyms. starting to warm up just doing fingerboard. I don't do full-on fingerboard training yet because I heard even 7 months in may be a bit too early. I'm not trying to mess up my fingers. Here's the bouldering grade. Kind of similar to Son Sang-won. Easy is white, yellow, green, dark green, blue, red, gray, brown, and pink. So gray, brown, and pink being the hardest levels. I started with gray just because I didn't want to tire myself out before I got to brown. I had my eye on some brown problems at this gym that I really wanted to do. So gray was actually a nice level for me, even to move slowly through. Now this problem surprised me and made me realize that there's slopers here. And there's slopers on a lot of problems in this gym. So you actually end up doing dynamic movements, and then after that, you'll have to deal with slopers to reach the end. And I could see myself slipping there. I was just checking to see how bad the sloper was at the top, and I managed to do it. But this is why I really came here. I really came here for these cool dynamic movements to practice on, to see my abilities in this gym. And I was happy to see that I could do the second to hard level pretty easily. But even the browns were very difficult. Like this problem here looked easy on Instagram, but that's the farthest I went. And even this lache starting problem, I struggled to get that first move. And that just showed me that, yeah, these brown problems are no joke, actually. And it's about hitting it precisely. And then you can stick the moves. A lot of people saw me attempt this so much that they, again, were cheering me on like the previous gym. And since I stuck this, I did not want to mess up this top move. I was just taking my time. I was able to grab onto that sloper thing. My foot slipped on the volume, of course. And that last top has no foothold, really, so you're just hanging there. I was very proud about that one, so I wanted to do another purple, I wanted to do another brown. And that move was a hard part, but then you find yourself gripping slopers again. And you're just like, oh my god, these are hard to grab. Couldn't even reach the next one. So before I tired myself out completely, I tried some other problems. And then when this one was very awkward with holding the tension to reach the final holds. So I went back to some gray problems. And it's pretty much my level. My level to do comfortably and really just think about my form more so. This one I was pretty confused about. I was like, I had to really think, how did I get through this? And I didn't see a lot of the holds. Like I didn't see that bottom foothold there, so I'm searching for it. And I found it. Then the rest of the problem is pretty simple. Just gotta be aware of all holds because they may be slopers. Like this is a sloper here. Just slowly grab it. And complete. This one was pretty confusing. It took me a while to figure out that it's one of those bad hang problems. And this was the first time I actually attempted a bad hang. I was very happy about this. And you could see I wrapped my hands because I tore my fingers up. Going to more of a slabby problem. I like slaps because it's less harsh on your hands. Like you can see my hand here, a lot of the dinos just wrecked my hands. I had some gnarly flappers. This is me attempting the bat hang problem again, before figuring out that I just did not have the energy after a lot of these problems. But I definitely recommend coming to this gym, it's amazing. See you guys next week.